All right, welcome back, Pisces. Welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. Pisces, we will be doing a tarot reading for whoever falls under the astrological sign of Pisces, the 12th house in astrology. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, perhaps, for the sign of Pisces. Cross watchers, if you're here to watch for a Pisces that you're into or curious about, just be respectful and don't make it like some weird stalker thing, okay? You are welcome to cross watch, just make sure it's not getting weird for you. If you feel like you're doing something strange, you might be. So Pisces, hold truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors, and trusted spirits come to the space, specifically Archangel Michael come into the space as we do this tarot reading for the sign of Pisces. If it doesn't hit, don't make it fit, Pisces. If this is not your message, look into your moon sign or your rising sign, maybe other placements, other planets that you're curious about, if this isn't your message, okay, Pisces? I did a pre-shuffle. Let's get straight into it. Oh boy, got the devil on the bottom. There was like some strange energy coming through your, like before I got on camera. I might leave it for the collective reading. If it comes out in the cards, we'll talk about it, but I will be doing a collective reading after I do Libra. Oh, the number 7 came up as well, which was more tapping on Libra again. You could be dealing with a Libra, or justice is involved, the justice system. You're waiting for the scales to be balanced. You're like tapping your foot and you're like, okay, could we like it's about time. Can we make this happen already? I need my glasses on because I live in like, what's that store in the mall? Spencer's gift store. My house is like Spencer's gift store, you know, with all like the neon posters and shit. Something about that, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Spencer's gift store. Okay, Pisces, let's get into it. What do we got going on for the sign of Pisces, please? Trusted. I'm wearing my gloves as I do this, Pisces, so forgive me if it looks sloppy. Woo! A Wheel of Fortune. Upright. Good. Good. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius in your chart. Destiny. Fate. Remorse. Remorse? That's totally random. The word remorse. Well, that has nothing to do with the Wheel of Fortune card, but something about remorse. Somebody feels bad about something that's fated. Okay, let's get more. So somebody could feel bad about something that is fated. As you are jumping into your wheel, let's get more. 4 of Swords. 7 of Cups. Okay. I mean, they're both a little bit on their side. We'll take them upright. I mean, yeah, we'll take them upright. Hard to tell in the circle deck. I usually just use my tummy, gut feeling. My gut goes to tell me how it's being told. I don't really feel like you're confused about your destiny or where you're going, your journey, but something is. Something is, this remorseful, this like somebody's watching you go through something and they're like what, like darn, like shit, like ugh, like it's not really like remorse, yes, but also like they feel like they need to take a back seat and like let you do you. Well, duh, but like they have to watch you do something and they're like upset about it or something. 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Yeah, they're like caught in their feels about you jumping into your truth, like what you're supposed to be doing. But let's get more. Whoa la la. Whoa la la. A 4 of Pentacles. It's kind of a lot, but we'll take them. A Knight of Wands. A Page of Pentacles. Five of Swords. It is upside down feeling, so we'll take it upside down. It feels like somebody has their tail in between their legs, Pisces, as you're like feeling inspired and like happy to go towards something that you are cautious, careful, but like protecting, more so like protecting, like what you know belongs to you. It's yours. And there's like someone that has their tail in between their legs about something. A 5 of Pentacles. Why do I get a little bit of jealousy? Like, are you dealing with, it feels like same-sex jealousy? Okay, so if you're a feminine, Pisces, you have another feminine that's like jealous of you and whatever you're doing that has to take a back seat as you like cling on or protect your mission. And you're like feeding it, you're giving it little pieces of like yourself. Like, I know that sounds kind of creepy, but like you're providing your source, your own personal energy source, to your dedication, to your passion, to your mission statement. Okay, whatever that means, you're protecting it, you're proud of it. And then there's this individual over here, or this energy over here, that is like a little bit sick to their stomach, or just like tuckered out, confused, having to take a back seat. They are not jealous, they're not envious, but maybe they once were. And they just like, they can't keep it up anymore. They don't know how to do that anymore. They don't want to anymore. They're like laying their swords down. They're like, okay, enough is enough. But like, they're still in lack, and they're watching you do this. Okay, can we get some more about this energy over here that's in a 4 of Sword, 7 of Cup, 5 of Sword upside down? Who is that? What is that? It's a Justice. What did I say? Did I not say that before your reading? I did, right? Something about justice, wanting justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. Number 7 could be of importance for you. Okay, justice. This is your justice, to be able to do this for yourself, to be able to experience life and enjoy life. This is justice for you. And if it's not a person, it could be just like this kind of like monitoring spirit, like weird creepy vibe that's like lingering in the background, that you're like, that's for the birds, that's for the ants, that's for the critters under the ground. We're not dealing with that anymore. It's dead, it's done for. Go to sleep, weird creepy vibes. You cannot affect me anymore, is what you're saying to that. And if it is a person, they're being like, you're like pressing on them. You're like, no. And they're like, okay, fine. Like, they're like, I get it. Like, you're right, you're right. What is that? A Knight of Sword. Huh. Something moved too quickly for them to understand. Something moved very quickly for you. Something is very quickly understood. Information that is correct is helping you on your path to like achieving your destiny, what you want to do. You're confident in whatever you're doing, and it's working. And then something about this energy over here feels like kind of sedated, like sedated, apathetic, like a little bit dreary, kind of like they knew they had this coming. They knew they had this coming. What did they do to you? That song, they had it coming. They had it coming. What's that from? Chicago? Is that song, you know, the movie Chicago? You could be from Chicago, you know, but it's like you could have done time for something you didn't deserve, or I don't know, you know, isn't that the movie about where the lady like kills her husband, and she's locked up with all these other ladies that killed their husbands and shit. I don't know what is that. That could be totally irrelevant. Okay, so hopefully that does not apply to you, Pisces. But that song, they had it coming, they had it coming. That song from Chicago. It's a good. That movie's awesome. Renee Zellweger and oh my god, what's her name? I can't believe I'm forgetting her name. The brunette. I can't forget it. I'm forgetting. But okay, whatever. Let's move past it. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Okay. Maybe put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Empress, Ten of Swords, Pisces. Pisces, you could be this Empress or you could be this Queen of Swords. This could be about your mother, your baby mom, or you are this Empress, boss ass biatch, masculine or feminine. Place yourself where you see fit. You're the master of your story. Masculines in the room. Don't get offended by me calling you an Empress. Okay? Relax. You are, speaking of offended, you are offended by somebody that you trusted. You're offended by somebody that you trusted, and like not only like with your heart, but like with facts, like with their intellect, with what they knew, like what they told you to be true. You trusted somebody with what they told you to be true. This Empress or Queen of Sword person played it off to, they kind of played victim. I'm getting that this person played victim a little bit. Like they were, you know, oh, I'm in a Ten of Swords. Like, I don't know what to do. Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups, like playing on nostalgia, playing on your heartstrings. And then using like actual information to like fuck with your head or like spin you in a direction that may not have been true. Ten of Sword, Empress, Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Queen of Sword. You still have love for this person, but you're disappointed is how it feels. But you're also like, can't be bothered because you're too busy like protecting your newfound like stability and destiny and journey that you are like, don't touch this, don't fuck it up, you already did this much, okay, step aside, don't come towards me with this Six of Cup, Ten of Swords shit, you know, like, you know, justice is here. You're like, finally the scales are balancing for me, finally things are starting to feel better for me, and you want to come towards me or bring this up? I don't think so. Or they're not coming towards you with this, Pisces. You could just, this is just what the reading is talking about, okay? This could be in the past. They still have the hots for you. This Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords. You guys could still be heavily attracted to one another, or there's still passion between you two. But there's something about a betrayal or pain or misinformation, and then you needing justice, receiving it, and then now they have their tail in between their legs, and they're like, you're right, I deserve this, like, kind of, like, shunned, like, they feel shunned or something. I mean, this could be, it is feeling romantic, but it could also be family. It could be, like, you calling out a brother or a sister and being like, dude, you fucked me over. Like, you told me this was happening, and it was not. And because of the false information you provided, I did all A, C, and B in my personal life, and that totally screwed me up when you could have just told me the truth the whole time. And they're like, oh, I know, okay, you're right. And now they have their tail in between their legs. So it could be family, it could be a lover. It doesn't really feel like business. There's too many swords. I mean, there is pentacle stuff happening here, but it's more so like you protecting your stability and your whatever you're doing, that's your destiny. This is your life. You're protecting it. You're like, don't come near. It feels very like, you're very like, like back off. It feels very like back off. Don't touch. I get it's well deserved. I get you are deserving of acting that way because of whatever you went through with said person or situation. What else can we say? What else can we say? What else can we get about this potential Queen of Swords or Empress person? That I get it's kind of the same person, Pisces. This could be this Empress. She this could be a mother figure, your own mother, like I said. This person has children, perhaps. They're a trusting person. It's a person you know of, Six of Cups. You have nostalgia with them. You go back and forth with them. You trust what they say, or you did trust what they said, or say. You did. More so, you did. And then now a Justice is here and helping you balance the scales as you rediscover what makes you happy, as you rewrite the script, as you rebalance your shit, as you make money and offer your own pentacles to your own pentacle pot, to your own pentacle pot, you know, like throwing pennies in a bucket or like putting money in a jar. Like it feels like you've been doing that for a long ass time, and you're like, now you have like a substantial amount of something that feels important and safe, and you want to keep it that way. And any weirdos, you want to get them out of here. You don't want them to come towards it. And you have love for this person, or you trusted them. And like they did something strange, and they know they did, because they're over here with their tail in between their legs with a Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, Five of Swords upside down, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. It kind of feels like they're like, you know, like walking around with their head down, kind of like okay, like at least they're doing that though. Like they don't feel like arrogant. They don't feel arrogant. They feel like they might be taking responsibility for what they did. Okay, so at Five of Wands upside down, yeah, they don't want to fight with you. They don't want to fight with you. They don't want to argue. They do not want conflict. They know they did something wrong. They could be taking accountability, or maybe not. Like maybe Pisces, let me know. But like you, or this is you not wanting to, you're just avoiding it at all costs because you know they're full of conflict and they love to fucking fight with you, argue with you. Hopefully not physically fight. But yeah, it kind of feels like that's like, it's kind of cut and dry a little bit is how it feels. It's like you're busy with dealing with your happiness and what brings you joy, and you don't have time with said bullshits that is going to distract you from what is going to bring you like a holy shit genuine joy. Pisces, all my cards just, did you see that? Whoa. Hold on, Pisces, 1 second. That's a lot of cards that just fell. Hold on. Pisces, I would read all these cards, but it's a lot. This deck that I have, it's 2 Rider-Waite's like stacked. So like, there's a lot of cards here. Strength upside down, 8 of Cups, Star upside down. Somebody was very reckless. And they did something out of jealousy or unhealed lying, trying to get back at you. They felt bad like immediately. You could have heavy fire in your chart, 2 strength cards, specifically Leo, or somebody has that, or heavy air, or Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Leo. Oh, we got a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands. We have a true pair here. So this is between you and a beloved. We have a true pair, King of Wands and a Queen of Wands, a 7 of Swords, 2 8 of Cups. Oh, here's a Queen of Pentacles now. And an Empress again. Whew, a lot of people, Pisces. Tower. Okay, so there could have been a lot of people, Lovers card. There could have been a lot of third-party mix-ups. 10 of Swords, upside down, 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Okay. 5 Pentacle again. Okay, so there could have been some third-party mix-ups that you really were unprepared for, okay, in a way that would mean that, like, you, first of all, you either don't stand for that, you do not deal with third-party situations, and if you and your person did, I get it got messy, it made things horrible. Maybe your person lied to you and said that they were all good, they're cool with that, like, it's fine, you know. I know as a woman, sometimes women will do that. If you're a heterosexual woman dealing with a man, sometimes women will say anything that they think their man wants to hear, okay? And what I mean by that, and don't come for me, ladies, like, but like, you know, we talk about we don't beat around the bush on cosmic dialect tarot, so let's just say how it is, okay? A lot of the times women will claim they want to be frisky and you know, experiment, but really they just know that that's what their man wants, and then when it actually occurs, it creates a whole shitstorm of events that makes things very messy, okay? Because they may think that, like, they're never, you know, if that opportunity were to arise, their person is not going to find anyone as cool as them or as cute as them or as sexy as them, and lo and behold, the opposite of that happens, and then people start to catch feels, and it creates a whole ass mess. And that's kind of what I was saying, the card, and somebody has kids, there's kids involved, like, you could have kids with somebody, and then it's just, that was a lot of like relationship mess in the cards there, and somebody's like pretending to not be upset, but they are upset, like they're pretending to not care. That could be you, Pisces. Maybe, okay, just place it where you see fit. You're the master of your story. Somebody was pretending to not be upset when they were upset about something that maybe you guys agreed upon. I don't know. And now they did something to have their tail in between their legs, or you did something to have your tail in between your leg. I don't know. It kind of feels like you want to just focus on something about your Wheel of Fortune. And there's justice coming in. Like, what did they do to, why is the justice card here? Why is that necessary? Because that would imply that, like, something intense happened that you would need justice for. I don't know. Or it's just your own justice that you're, like, finally receiving this, like, self-love and, like, alone time that you've been craving, and, like, able to stack and put money in the bag and not have to worry about all this drama shit. And you're like leaving it alone, and it feels good, and you're enjoying it. And maybe they steady tried to come back and like re-enter your life, you know. Yeah, I get that's a yes on that. They could keep, you know, keep trying to come back into your life, and like you may allow it because you have love for this person, and yeah, like, but you're kind of like, am I just like wasting, like, I don't really think you're giving it that much thought, though, like, is how it feels. It kind of feels like you don't really care. I mean, not to sound rude or cold, but it feels like you kind of just don't care. Like, maybe it has been going on for so long that you're just finally like, I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, I'll deal with you. I have love for you, but also, like, don't fuck up my life. Don't bring drama into my life. If you do that, then, like, I'm closing the door and I'm locking it and you're out of here. It's kind of how it feels. Oh. But a lot of love drama in that mix up on the ground. A Fool card. Yeah. Fool card, Page of Pentacle, Four of Pentacle, Wheel of Fortune. You're like, I can't be bothered. I'm in a good ass mood. Don't rain on my parade. Okay, I'm locking this in for myself. You come over here with your weird vibes and you're canceled. I cancel you out of my life. If you come into my zone, into my newfound glory, my new inspiration, my new motivation, whatever you have that you're harnessing, that you're protecting, that you're quite enjoying this, like, it feels like it was a long time coming, or very well deserved, or like you've been waiting to have this, like, momentum, like, going again, and you're enjoying it, and you don't want anything or anyone to disturb it, and you're like, yeah, no. And this person knows that. I think they know that, and they are respecting it. they're like respecting your the space, the boundaries, or like whatever the terms are between whatever you're dealing with. um but there is like a little bit of an annoyance that you can kind of feel in the back, like, of your head, or your heart or your soul or whatever, that you know this person's like pulling on your energy a little bit. You could feel it, and you're just like, dude, fuck off. Like, let me focus on, like, you can feel them pulling on your energy, can't you? You can. I could think they're intense about it too, with this Queen of Sword, Knight of Sword, Ten of Sword, Empress, Two of Pentacles, Six of Cup. They're kind of like, I don't want to say aggressive. Maybe they are, Pisces, but they like won't let you just have a moment of peace. And even if they are letting you have that, you still feel them tugging on your energy. Like, it's like, maybe do a cord cutting, maybe do like a yeah, something that would help with this. If you feel like this person is not, like, you can't release them from your energy, like, you might want to consider doing something to help with that. Because it's like, it's noticeable in the reading. It's noticeable. Like, they don't want to get off you. It feels like maybe they don't even know they're doing it. You know, it's like star upside down. Yeah, they're kind of an unhealed, attached person. They have a lot of potential to be like a celestial woke person, but they're stuck in an upside down star world of some kind. Nine of Wands. They've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Maybe you went through this together and you're crawling out of it, and you're finally like on the up and up, like clearing your head, clearing your heart, clearing your mind, clearing your soul, and releasing yourself of said burdens that were keeping you tied down to something. And it does feel like it involves another person or a group of individuals. With all the shit on the ground, there was a lot of people there. So there's like a lot of drama, a lot of things that occurred that you just like don't want to even think about anymore. It feels like you've thought about it for a long time, or you were dealing with it for so long. And now that things feel like they're getting better, you want to cling on to that and savor it. Okay? Like you know, like when you savor like a very nice glass of wine is very expensive, or like a very delectable slice of like cake, or like a nice slice of cheese. I don't know, something that you want to savor that's like very delectable and like rich. It's like, I don't know why that's good. Something's very rich and you want to savor it and like enjoy it. You want to enjoy this. And you don't want anything to come in and taint this savoring situation that you're doing right now. You don't want that to happen. And I think you have every right to feel that way. And I think somebody knows that as well. And they're trying to respect it. But it's like they're addicted to you. Or they're like they can't get enough of you. Or they're like they need to, like, it's a little bit clingy, a little bit codependent feeling, a little annoying is how it feels. And I don't think you're into it or something. You have love for them, but you're kind of like, it's kind of making you feel like turned off or annoyed or something, Pisces, something like that. Okay, star upside down. They're going to remain in a star upside down mode if they keep it up with all that type of activities, is all I have to say about that. That's not going to turn their star upright. No, it will not. And yeah, the Nine of Wands, dude, you've been through enough. She, he, they, you, whoever, you guys, everybody that was on the ground, all the drama, love drama stuff, y'all have been through the ringer with each other. And I think everybody just wants to like cool down and simmer down and like get their life back together. And if it's a family thing, you guys have been through it with each other, and maybe you guys are all taking space. Maybe you're learning what the word boundaries mean and how much you love this word. And it's not like you're trying to be mean to anybody. You're not trying to be offensive or rude to your family and people that you love, but you're trying to, like, you know, when people, okay, so my mom's a Pisces, and so she always gets mad when I use words like manifest or boundaries, or she doesn't like these therapy terms, is what she says. And so only reason I'm bringing that up is because you maybe that stuff in the past, like, made you feel like people thought their like shit didn't stink and they were too good or like too cool for you or like too smart or too big for their own britches. But now you may, or you know, I'm not calling you dumb, but like, you know, if this resonates, if it doesn't, just let it pass. You may be starting to realize that you actually resonate with these terms quite a bit, or starting to look into things and take a deeper dive into what this actually means to have a boundary, like what this actually means to manifest something into your reality. Like, what does it actually mean, and how awesome it is to do those things and to respect them for other people as well. And you could be having like a whole like aha, like epiphany moments that are also making you kind of want to protect your energy even more, because you're discovering a lot about yourself right now. And maybe it feels like you have outgrown someone, or outgrown a location, or outgrown a friendship, or outgrown a job. You feel like you're evolving is how it feels. It feels like you're evolving in something and you have outgrown something. You don't really want to deal with it. It feels a little bothersome, a little bit annoying. Let's get a couple more, Pisces. Oh, we're at 3103 is when 3103. So, 4. Again, with the 7 shit. Something about Libra or the number 7. Okay, justice. I mean, it's here at the top of your reading. There's justice coming in for you, something to do, maybe a justice system thing. I don't know. That's not really what I'm getting from your reading, but Pisces, we'll throw it out there. There could be justice coming in that's very cutting and true. It's like cutthroat truth about somebody you dealt with in your past, or a family member that betrayed you heavily. You could have kids with this person, baby dad, baby mom. And there is a very cutthroat truth that you are learning that is making you want to remove yourself from that scenario, okay? That's a side note for whoever that applies to. Something about technology, fast-moving information. It could be shocking with the 4 of Swords right next to it. It could be shocking. 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Justice, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Queen of Swords. This could be quite shocking to find out about something that is like, it might click. It might click when you hear it or find this out. There could be like a little gap of like not knowing why something is a certain way, or why somebody acts a certain way, or why something's happening a certain way. But when you receive that information about whatever that's about, it will click and it will fit in like a puzzle piece, and you'll be like, oh my God, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Somebody around you might want to challenge that or gaslight you when you find out what that is. So, but that's also coming through. Somebody may want to challenge you on this truth and facts, and gaslight you. If they're doing that, that means they have some reason to make you feel that way. So they could be involved in whatever that's about. Because why else would you want somebody to not believe in truth and facts about something and put in an effort to make them not believe that to be the truth? That would say that that person has a reason to act that way, which would imply they have involvement somehow. Okay, interesting side notes. All right, Pisces, what else do we have before we close it out? What else do we have before we close it out, Pisces? For the sign of Pisces, please. Sign of Pisces, please. A Princess of Pentacles. It almost wanted to come out upside down, Pisces. You may feel like you have nothing left to give to something or someone. You're like, I gave this all I had. Like, I did all I could to try to make it work with this job, with this family, with this lover. And now you're focusing on yourself, which you should do. Long time coming. Didn't I say that? This was a long time coming. There's nothing else to give to this. Like, you for yourself, yes, you have a Page of Pentacles for yourself. So you're giving to yourself. You're feeding your own plate. You're filling up your own pot. You're watering your own garden right now. You don't want to deal with all this other shit. You've been dealing with that for too long, and it's time you focus on yourself. Is how it feels. Okay, Pisces, that's your reading. Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Somebody could be like jealous or burdened by what you do for work. Or this is, okay, so the Queen of Wands and King of Wands stuff that fell on the floor, this is the true pair thing. So either this is you, Pisces, Queen of Wands. Even though you're annoyed and bothered by this person that keeps trying to re-enter your life and mess it back up again, you are keeping your head, you're keeping your nose to the grindstone and you're working. You don't care to be bothered about this. Or masculine, you too. You don't care to be bothered about this, okay? For signs that you could be dealing with, you could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, a Sagittarius, an Aries, a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Leo, a Scorpio, Gemini, okay? Having it in your own chart, or you're dealing with one, Pisces. We got to close it out. All right. Pisces, please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. Leave me a comment. At the very least, just like and subscribe. I don't bite, I promise. Thank you for coming back, Pisces. I hope you got what you wanted out of this, or I helped you in some type of way. Okay, Pisces. Until next time. Bye.